friend is coming soon.
Five scientifically backed reasons to chant Om. Let's get this straight right up front. Om chanting is not religious. It may be practiced by Hindus, and even co-opted in yoga classes all over the US and Europe, but every single religion in the world has its own version of Om chanting, which I'll detail more completely in a moment. The chanting of Om, or more specifically, O, and MMM is a scientifically backed system of becoming more in touch with the infinite creative energy of the universe. This isn't a metaphoric energy, but a real, grab a hold of it and look it in the eyes energy which is absolutely alive and pulsating through everything. Om Universe. Om is really a transliteral way of writing and speaking Om, as in Amen from the Christian Bible. Om was also absorbed into the Buddhist tradition, however, Buddhists almost never transliterate the mantra as Om, but use Om instead. Ekankara, another variation of Om, is the root basis of all Sikh sacred thought, as well. You can additionally see Om in the Jain tradition, and in the Hebrew Amen, which means certainty, truth, and verily. Om also shows up in ancient Egyptian mythology. Amen, or Amen, was a deity represented by a ram, the god of life and reproduction, and those in scientific circles call Om the God particle or Higgs boson. It should be interesting for anyone to note, even more so for linguists, that the combination of AAA, O, and MMM signifies the entire possible combinations of syllables, denoting the total, uncut range of words that can be uttered. If you want to see what the sound Om looks like on a quantum, energetic level, you can see it manifest as form in the following video. It is a resonance experiment that shows the geometric pattern, also known as divine geometry, which underlies all form. Though this experiment doesn't reference Om specifically, it shows the continually evolving complexity of sound at different Hz. Om contains that divine geometry, at the most complex levels, at frequencies which the human ear cannot even detect. As Nikola Tesla once advised us, if you want to find the secrets of the universe, you have to think in terms of energy, vibration, and sound. Johann Wolfgang von Goethe once said, "Architecture is frozen music." The Sanskrit language is code for the patterns of form. Om is a sonic representation of the way nature works. This mantra holds within it the latent forms of the universe. If you still aren't convinced that the world was born of sound, you can look at our own language and how it developed. Neuroscientist Mark Changezi has posited that the major phonemes of speech have evolved to resemble these kinds of interactive events, in a sort of onomatopoeia, where the sounds of the words resemble the events themselves, such as in screech and crash. Speech, and even music as an ordered narrative of sounds, makes use of our brain's evolved capacity to perceive natural sounds, but what Changezi doesn't point out, is that the brain structure itself evolved from the sound, Om. Om is said to represent the threefold division of time/space. The waking state, Ah. The dream state, O. The deep sleep state, MMM. The symbol Om visually consists of three curves, one semicircle, and a dot. The large bottom curve symbolizes the waking state, A. The middle curve signifies the dream state, U. The upper curve denotes the state of deep sleep, M. Om. The dot in the Om symbol has its own meaning, signifying the fourth state of consciousness, Turiya. This describes absolute, infinite consciousness. The semicircle at the top represents Maya and separates the dot from the other three curves. It signals to us that we live in a world of illusion created by this cycle of subtle energy descending into form, or more gross energy. Tons of qualitative analysis on many different mantras has been conducted, but above them all is Om. Ranging from curiosity about the effect of certain sounds, including Om, on the human form by Lord Rayleigh in the 19th century to the work of Ochita and Yamamoto which found that seeds germinated more quickly and profusely under the influence of the sound of Om. There is so much evidence that Om chanting is beneficial, it becomes kind of ridiculous for anyone to claim that this is simply a religious practice. Without further delay, here are 5 scientifically backed
Please like
reasons
us
to
and
chant
share with
Om
your
today.
social media.
Om chanting positively affects pulmonary
Please
health.
subscribe and click
In
the
a study
bell to be
conducted
notified of our
involving
new
Om chanting
videos.
and pranayama,
Remember to
breathing
check out our
exercises,
playlist for
participants
important
experienced a
intel you may
measurable
have
boost in
missed.
their lung capacity.
Be sure to
Pulmonary
enter our
health.
subscriber
The lungs
appreciation
represent our
$100
ability
monthly
to connect with
giveaway.
others.
The link is in
We are
our
tied to the
description.
heart
And
chakra's
visit
health.
my sister channel.
Om chanting
Event
slows
is
the
coming
heart
soon.
rate.
For
The
additional
capacity
intel
to
and
give the heart
information,
profound
stay
recognition
tuned.
that chanting is not
Victory of
relegated
the
to the
light.
physical body. The heart's energy in a more subtle form, as measured through Kirlian photography and other methods, is enhanced. When the heart is open, we are able to accept universal love and creative energy. Protects us from mobile phone and Wi-Fi radiation. In a study conducted recently, it was proven that Om chanting could mitigate damage caused to the body and brain by the sea of Wi-Fi we live in. Om chanting causes monumental changes in our brain chemistry. Every single area of the brain is positively affected by the chanting of Om. From a single, 20-minute session, researchers have been able to map changes in how our neurons fire, and the subsequent emotions we feel. Om induces calm, happiness, and peace with very little practice. The accumulative effects have been heralded for centuries. Om chanting slows down the nervous system. As Carolyn Miss, the intuitive psychic and healer has described, our endocrine gland system works along with our limbic system in creating our personal realities and our states of consciousness. Om chanting can effectively treat depression, anxiety, and even epilepsy because it profoundly affects this interface. The limbic system, specifically, is enhanced by chanting this single word. Our DNA is more than only a data storage unit. It's a quantum antenna, able to send and receive data. When we chant Om, we give our DNA the primordial sound of all creation, thus purifying our form. The science has proven it.